It's the E-Commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-Commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's E-Commerce Minute for January 4th, 2018.
On today's podcast, the top abandoned cart items during the holidays.
The holiday e-commerce season has come and gone, and now we can begin to analyze the data to see what worked and what didn't. One key metric in e-commerce is the rate of abandoned carts, what's in them and why the shopper left. UX analytics firm ContentSquare analyzed over 29 million online shopping sessions across 14 retail accounts during the 3.5-month holiday period to get a sense of what items people were abandoning in their carts and why. According to the study, here's the top 10 most abandoned items. Drum roll, please. 1, watches. 2, jewelry. 3, perfumes. 4, makeup. 5, skincare. 6, shoes. 7, children's clothes. 8, home items. 9, spirits, aka booze. And 10, food. ContentSquare CEO Jonathan Cherky said that items considered as extras are left behind much more than items considered as necessities. That's kind of a duh. So when the time comes to complete a purchase, people will hesitate much less when buying something they need, like food, than something they don't want but need. Sometimes people use carts as wish lists to save items they liked for later. Cherky suggested that this is not the experience brands should offer. They should offer separate wish lists with different features than the cart for this purpose.
I mean, some people abandon carts to get coupons. A lot of those people do that.
Ah, that's a good point. Good point.
Right?
I am a cart abandoner shopper. I'll raise my hand. My name is John, and I abandon carts.
Those carts need not be abandoned, sir. That is terrible.
I know.
What are you doing to them?
Shopper.
Anyway, let's go through these categories a little bit. Watches.
Watches.
I mean, that's just given. Like, watches are not cheap, right? Unless you're buying the Walmart $10 watch.
They go with the little calculator on it.
Hey, they came. They're in style.
I know, they're back in style. Yeah, so it's something that you want but don't really need. I don't know. Yeah.
Beauty and skincare. People do. I mean, I guess. Child's clothes.
So it says in the study that they're abandoned much less because it's easier to buy from somewhere else, for someone else. And this is a good point. Buying for children comes with a feeling of satisfaction that you're investing money in the right people. I like that. And if you put a bunch of children's clothes in a cart and abandon that cart, you're a monster. So,
spirit or booze,
aka booze.
I guess it's the least abandoned cart. I mean, if you're gonna buy it, you buy it, right? Like we've worked on a delivery service for a while for alcoholic beverages. But there's plenty of them in New York, and yeah, I don't abandon carts unless it's sort of like something I can't get or they don't have, but that's about it.
So here's the different types of booze consumer. There's the person who says, I've got my eye on this really rare bottle of whiskey and this place has it, and they're going to buy it or not. Then there's the, I need vodka. How much is in, give me something in $10 to $12 range. But then there's that third category of, I'm shopping, but how do you get past the, I don't know what this tastes like. I don't know.
Yeah. What to do. Yeah. I've used those kind of things for like gifts and stuff like that. That's pretty easy. Well, the only problem you have actually with those delivery services is that you can't, in New York, you cannot get wine and spirits and beer at the same time.
Well, same for Philly. And if they had a delivery service here, which they don't, because there's nothing worse than the third circle of hell than waiting in the line at a liquor store at the holidays in Pennsylvania. All right, and the last item is food. That's least abandoned because, well, duh, food. You need food to live.
Exactly.
Unless it's like kind of, like, should I buy the caviar or not? So let's to close. In the study, they say that mobile still has a high abandon rate, 35%, then higher than the desktop. So mobile's not quite there as far as checkouts go. Responsive websites are no longer enough. Experiences must be optimized for mobile devices. And again, folks, optimize your checkouts. Let's make them a little simpler, and we might see
go
down. Yeah. And what's good for a luxury brand is not good for a discount brand.
I was going to say duh to that.
Duh. All right. Anything else?
Keep on buying some booze. I don't know.
Buy some booze. All right, that's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe, or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion, or just want to say hi, find us on social media at Sumo Heavy.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.